Hi guys, my name is Mar from Indicarbon, and today we're going to show you a quick install video for our carbon fiber dual air intake for the new Ford Ranger Raptor. So here we have the two intakes, the stock one and R1 side by side. As you can see, they're quite similar in shape. However, the stock one, the airflow gets redirected downwards and then towards the filter and then comes back up. This restricts a lot of the airflow speed because it gets compressed and pushed downwards, while ours is a clean flow right to the filters themselves. Additionally, the original air intake only has one pipe leaving the filter and it splits into two. This isn't ideal for the airflow because you have one size tube exiting that splits into two directly. This causes a lot of trapped air, leading to one turbo starving of air as the air chooses the easiest path outwards, which is straight ahead. Our air intake system uses two pipes going to each turbo individually with two separate filters. This improves the airflow because you have two filters with two surface areas, which is much larger than the standard air filter size. As you can see, the standard filter is just a simple sheet filter. These are paper, obviously. So these aren't reusable. You can't wash them and anything. You have to keep changing them every time when they go bad. And for the air filters, separately, these are BMC air filters, conical ones. They offer excellent airflow to the turbos. Along with that, they allow airflow from this side, along from all directions. That also allows more airflow to reach each turbo, improving the performance. Additionally, we have this sealant around the outside. This doesn't allow any debris to come into it from the engine or allow hot air to enter the airbox because it is sealed securely and tightly so no airflow can come into the engine. So this is what you get in the box. These are all the pieces. You get the carbon fiber air box. You get both pipes for the left and the right turbo. You get the snorkel part that goes to the front of the engine bay straight from the box. You get this window washer filler cap. We could have made it out of 3D printed, but you know, it's already full carbon, so we might as well give you a high quality piece of carbon fiber on top of that. As well as that, you get a new bracket made from stainless steel. This is to support the airbox. So for our air filters, we choose BMC dual airflow intakes. These are high flow air filters for more performance. They're also washable, so you don't have to replace them every couple thousand kilometers. You can just take them out, wash them, and then reapply everything to it. Okay, so the next step is that we're going to install all the tubes onto the airbox so that we can plug it right into the car, and it's easy to install that way. You're going to need an H4 Allen key, like this, and you're going to use the 10 bolts that we supply inside the box. We're going to start off with the furthest back tube. This is for the left side turbo. You can see the difference between it. The first one is a curved 9 degree, and this one has a CNC aluminum piece for the high flow air sensor. There's 3 points. You just line those up correctly, like this. And then you want to install it with the bolts provided. To protect the airbox, we want to put a cloth down to protect the side so it doesn't get scratched while we install the tubes. We're going to install the front intake. This is for the right side turbo. You want to line it up correctly so that the tube is facing downwards and to the right slightly. It should line up perfectly with the lines. Not like this, like that, facing downwards. So now your two intakes should look like this. The furthest one to the front should be facing down, and the back one should look like this, with this piece facing towards the back. Now for the final piece, we're going to install the front snorkel. It should be installed like this, with the mounting bracket to the right, away from the two intake pipes. Now, as you can see, the intake is all completed. All points are connected together. You have the snorkel for the front and the two side pipes. So now we're going to install the air filters into the airbox. Remember, when tying this down, tighten it firmly but not too tight, just to avoid bending the shape of everything. Make sure that it doesn't move inside. You can't twist it or nothing. So now we're going to remove the original airbox so we can make space to install the new airbox. So the first step is to remove the washer fluid. Obviously we already have. There's two bolts on either side. They're 10 millimeters. You just remove those. So now we're going to use a simple T30 screw and we're going to remove this bolt right here. The next step is to remove the pipe right here. So you want to use a flathead screwdriver and just unscrew this piece right here. Secondly, the second turbo screw, which is right here, also with a flathead, just fit it right in here. So we're going to grab it and we're going to twist it back like that and then pull it out like that. So you want to remove these like that. Yeah. Okay. And to keep it safe, you want to remove it like that. It's a button on the back, as you can see. So now you have a tab and a clip on this side. You just want to pull that back, and another one here in the front. Two things. Then we're going to pull off this intake first. Same for the bottom right here. Pull it down. Should come off quite easily. There you go. Now the top of the intake should come off quite easily. Now we can just pull out the intake completely. Now using a 7mm socket, we're going to remove this bolt right here. Now you want to unclip this little point right here. Push it out. Good. Now you can remove the original piece. Now we're going to remove the rubber mounts from the original bracket and put them onto the new piece. So now that we've installed the rubber mounts, we're going to put the full mounts back into the original place. We're going to put this mount right back where it should be, like so. Now for installing the airbox, this is going to take a bit of wiggling and such, but just be careful to not scratch the box while you're placing it inside the car. Or you want to line up these two back pins on those and the front one on the front rubber mount. You want to take this front pipe tube, slide it onto the front intake, and the back one, slide it as far as possible down the intake pipe. Now we're going to take the rubber fitting from the original snorkel and slide it over the new one. Now we're taking the screw from the front mount from the original airbox and we're going to place it right here using the T30 screw. Now as these pieces are custom made, if you find yourself with a small gap, don't tighten it all the way down, as this will bend everything else. Use a few washers to support it underneath, like this. Boom. Tighten this down right here. You're going to do the same thing. Okay. There you go. Now to reinstall the airflow sensor, we're going to clip it back into the original clip. Then you want to check that the little pin right here is facing the top, and you want to slide it in and then click it to the right over the little bump of the CNC aluminum part. For installing the washer fluid nozzle, we recommend removing the cap for the airbox, then just tightening down with the 10mm bolts. You want to take the original cap and just click it into how it's supposed to be, and that should keep it secured. Obviously, this doesn't matter too much because you're not going to be filling this up too regularly, but it's still accessible to open and to fill in with a little funnel. Now, once that's done, as you can see, the intake is all installed firmly. Check all the parts to make sure everything is securely fastened and nothing's sliding. Same with the filters. If they're all good and the filters are all installed, take your cap back and you want to click it into place like such. And there you go. So we've now installed the carbon fiber dual air intake from Indicarbon. Let's check out how it sounds like. So that sounded fantastic. So not only does it sound great, it also improves the airflow because of the dual air intake, and it will reduce the temperature inside the airbox. So the carbon fiber material looks fantastic, but also it's lighter. It also is better at keeping temperature outside the airbox than other materials such as aluminium and plastic. So the benefit of getting cooler air into your engine is obviously higher performance. Cooler air is more dense, leading to more performance on the engine. We hope watching this video helped you install your dual air intake system to your Ford Ranger Raptor. If you're just watching this video to see what's going on, check out our website at indicarbon.com. We have loads of other carbon fiber accessories along with LED lights and small little additions to your car that maybe helps make your car more useful, such as these hinged hood springs, which is fantastic. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below or hit us up on our website, indicarbon.com. Hope to see you around.